Hi, my name is Maria. If you're new to my channel, well, nice to meet you. I'm a solo traveler from Russia, but I left it 2 years ago and started to explore new cultures and search for my new home. This winter, I finally managed to fulfill my very, very long dream, and I managed to go on solo trip to Thailand. My main plan was to travel around Thailand for 2.5 months, because for Russian, Thailand let us to stay there 9 days without any visa. But if you don't have that many days, because for a lot of countries Thailand is open only for 30 days, you still can enjoy it. And today, we're gonna start our journey from one of the most popular and touristic spots of Thailand. It's Phuket. Is it worth spending time here if you're in Thailand for a short while? What to see, where to stay on a budget and comfortably, and what are the best places here? You'll find out all about it in this episode. Let's go. Phuket is the largest island in Thailand. Phuket itself is a big island, 50 kilometers long. People usually head to the western part for beach relaxation. But since I plan to spend only a short time here, I went to the eastern coast, to the old town or Phuket town. Well, let's start with the basics when you ride somewhere. It's accommodation. Hostels in Asia are great accommodation options to save money, which you tend to spend quickly while traveling. And here you can find excellent places that are just as comfortable as hotels. But when I arrived in Phuket in early February, it was Chinese New Year. So all the Chinese tourists had also come to Thailand for vacation, and all the hostels were fully booked. But in the end, I was very lucky and found one wonderful hostel, so let me tell you all about it. Just imagine a hostel in the city center and it has a rooftop pool. Isn't it wonderful? Let's take a walk around the old town. Despite the fact that many people enjoyed walking around the old town here or even come here on a tour, I didn't like it. There are a couple of beautiful streets with old houses, but mostly it's very crowded, noisy, hot, moist, with little greenery, and not really enjoyable to stroll around. Why would you come to the old town? It's very convenient to get to other locations from here. For example, to the Big Buddha. From the Buddha, you get a very beautiful view, and at his feet, you can learn about the history of Buddhism. If you're not familiar with the history of Buddhism, in short, the ancient king realized that there is no happiness in wealth, poverty, suffering, or pleasure. Happiness is always somewhere in the middle. But yes, I'll tell you more about it later in a separate episode when I show you a real Buddhist meditation center. And now let's go to another spot. It's the Chalong Temple. The architecture of the complex is certainly unusual to the European eye. Roofs with raised tips, as well as abundant gold decoration, look quite extravagant. In general, in Thailand, there is a lot done in a rich and lavish way, but honestly, I'm not a big fan of this aesthetic. Inside the temple, you'll always find Buddha statues, which are usually also covered in gold. Around them, a lot of praying people. All these temples, Buddha, it's quite interesting. But when you come to Thailand, what is the first picture that usually comes to your head? So for me, it's something like that. And as by chance I stayed in Phuket, I decided to visit one of the places that I had in my mind for a very long time. Well, probably not the place.
He was looking for something new, a way to change his life.
So the movie Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio was filmed on the beach Maya Bay, which is quite close from Phuket. So I decided to take my chances and go to explore it. Здесь, конечно, людей просто тьма. Spent maybe 10 minutes at the main Maya Bay beach. The rest of the time we were standing in a line to get to the beach and then to leave. What can I say about this tour? All marketing. During my trip, I saw places much more beautiful and way less crowded. If you come to Thailand, I recommend not going to such tourist traps as Maya Bay. The last place that I recommend to visit in Phuket is Monkey Hill. For some reason, the Thai don't take into account that monkeys are not such safe animals. So I take on this role and explain. If you start rummaging through around the bag, the monkey will definitely come running towards you. If you have something shiny, they might try to snatch it. In general, it's best to just walk past them calmly, not carry anything in your hands, not get too caught up in taking their photos, and not get too close. Bad thing is to arm yourself with a stick to be able to shoo them away. Overall, I recommend going to this hill because there are so many monkeys here and they amusingly take care of each other and fight. So my summary about Phuket. Because it has airports, so it's quite comfortable to get there. And also, I can say the infrastructure of the island is quite well developed because there are cafes, taxi, a lot of malls. So if you want to just chill, you can easily come here. Around whole Thailand, Phuket for me is on the last place. The beaches are not pretty and quite dirty. There are way too many people. The architecture is old and boring. All the tours are overcrowded, which makes them completely uncomfortable and expensive. But if you still want to come here, I hope that after my videos, you still get some recommendations where you can go. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumb up if you like it and it was quite interesting for you. And also write in the comments how was Phuket for you, what image do you have now, and whether you still plan to go here or not. In the next episode, I will share with you an interview with a very nice girl. She's traveling around the world for 2 years only on boats. Can you imagine that? So subscribe to my channel to not miss these episodes, and I will see you in the next one.